Shayor. Today I am here to present my project. Topic is soil fertility analyzing system using Raspberry Pi. Actually, we have planned to make a product type project. Unfortunately, due to the lockdown, we have forced to change our product into a paper. So let me go to my topic. Actually, the soil fertility analyzing system using Raspberry Pi, it is our project aiming at monitoring soil parameters such as pH, moisture content, and the surrounding temperature in the soil. These three parameters are crucial for plant growth. Here we are using a single processing chip called Raspberry Pi as it is efficient and affordable. The main things that we have used in the in our project are Raspberry Pi, DHT11 sensor, which is a temperature sensor, then pH meter, then moisture sensor, and the real-time view. Let me go to the introduction part. The growing exotic plants in greenhouse and hanging gardens are becoming popular. Here, the extreme care of plants have to be taken. Since our country's major occupation is agriculture, we are facing threats due to water scarcity and variation in temperature and soil pH due to excessive use of fertilizers. First is soil pH. It can be taken into account for the selection of appropriate application of fertilizers, as soil pH is considered as the major property contributing to soil fertility. Soil pH is normally ranged from 3 to 10, with 7 being neutral. If pH is below 7, it is acidic, and if pH is above 7, it is basic. Next is soil moisture. This is the water held within soil pores. This is one of the main factor deciding crop yields, as it affects the heater uptake of plants. The use of moisture sensor help to evaluate soil moisture that help to make relevant irrigation decisions. Next is soil temperature. The suitable temperature range of the plant is from approximately 0 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius. Very high and very low temperature cause injurious effect. This is the modules. That is the main things that we have used inside our project. First is Raspberry Pi is a processor. Different sensors such as DHT11 to find temperature, then moisture sensor, pH meter, then Arduino, which is a analog to digital converter, and also we have used relay in it. So this is our flowchart. Actually, in our flowchart is explaining the working of Raspberry Pi. Here the three sensors, pH meter, temperature sensor, and moisture sensor, are inserted into the soil. The one end is connected to Raspberry Pi. Also, from the pH meter, the Arduino is used as an analog to digital converter, because the pH meter is giving an analog signals to Arduino, and the Arduino will change the analog signals to digital signals, and it will give it to the Raspberry Pi. The data collected are stored inside the Raspberry Pi, and the coding is done using Python language. Finally, by using the collected information, Raspberry Pi is sending a message to the mobiles of the owners, to the landowners. Now, I am going to explain each and every items that we have used in it. First is Raspberry Pi. The Raspberry Pi, it is a processor. It is considered as a small computer on its own. as it can do everything a desktop computer can. It is extremely flexible due to the design, and because of this it will let us connect to it from another computer to the system called a SSH. As such a system, PI is referred to as a microcontroller, thus used for big projects. Python and Scratch can be used as the main programming languages in it. Next item is Arduino. Actually, it is used as a project as an analog to digital converter. The Arduino board is featured as a 80 ml AL 80 mega 328 microcontroller operating at 5 volt. The storage found is 2 KB of RAM, 32 KB of flash memory for storing programs, and 1 KB of EEPROM for storing parameter. Next is pH sensor. Actually, the pH measures the activity of H plus ions, that is hydrogen ions, in the solution to determine the pH of the sample. And ADC is interfaced with the pH meter in order to convert into digital values. Next is moisture sensor. Actually, the soil moisture sensors is used to measure the volumetric water content inside the soil. The sensor detects the moisture of the soil, and if the content is low, the module output is high, otherwise the output will remain low. Next is temperature sensor, which is called DHT11. The DHT11 sensor is the sensor used to detect temperature, which provides the calibrated digital signals output of the temperature and humidity. The sensor is usually connected with a high performance 8-bit microcontroller. Single bus communication bus communication means only one data lines the system of data exchange, controlled by signal bus for complete communication. Next is relay. Actually, relay is used to isolate two circuits electrically and connect them magnetically by using electromagnetic properties. They are often used to whenever interfacing of an electronic circuit working at a low voltage to an electrical circuit which working at a very high voltage to be done. It is used here to switch on and off the water pump. Okay guys, this all for my project. Thus I am concluding it. Thank you.